Hey there. I'm still here talking about National Adoption Awareness Month. Yesterday was World Adoption Day, and today is World Keratoconus Day. For anyone, and I'm going to assume it's the vast majority of you, who don't know what keratoconus is, it is a degenerative corneal disease. It can ultimately lead to someone being legally blind. And yup, you guessed it, I have it. And not only do I have it, I have advanced irregular keratoconus. So I had a corneal transplant in 2001. I was diagnosed with this when I was in my early 30s. I have been rejecting the transplant since I had it. It is manageable. My doctors do recommend that I have it done again and also have it done in my right eye. I'm really trying to hold off on that for plenty of reasons. The whole thing has really got me thinking today specifically about medical information for adopted people. It's something that many adopted people think about, talk about, worry about. It's also something that people, when they decide to search for their biological family, will say like, oh, I'm looking for my medical information. It's kind of like a safety net in that regard. People also like to talk about medical information when they're talking about original birth certificate and having the right to request and obtain the original birth certificate. Things get really dicey there. It's something that we really try not to bring into legislation at all because A, HIPAA regulations would prohibit it, and B, legislators might be inclined to say, well, if we could get you your medical information, then you wouldn't need the birth certificate. Then you wouldn't have to search. We can contact your birth parents and find out what the medical information is. And the thing with the medical information is that it really, like, if I were to sign a medical release form today, right, saying this is my medical history, sign it, date it, it expires the second I lift that pen off of that paper because anything can happen after that, right? And a lot of times for non-adopted people who are privileged enough to have the medical information, sometimes the story gets changed a little bit. Sometimes not everyone shares things, right? Not everyone tells their kids if they're sick or if they have something. Not everyone tells their siblings or their spouse. Things are just sometimes really unknown with it. Obviously, for adopted people, we are, in most cases, especially people my age, like we're in like the black hole. I've always had to put NA where it asks for genetic family history, not applicable. Even when I would fill out medical papers for my son when he was younger, and it would ask for father's history, mother's history, the sides of the family, I would only be able to say what I knew for myself, not anything past that. So it's very generational, the medical information thing, and it's very personal. It's something that I don't often talk about. Actually, most of what I've been talking about are things that I don't often talk about. But there's a lot to consider there, right? There's a lot to consider there. So that's where my thoughts were today, was on medical information and things like that for World Keratoconus Day. So happy ongoing National Adoption Awareness Month. I will probably talk more about medical information when it comes to legislation later on in the month. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.